Hello, in this video we'll talk about the story and the structure of the great poem The Night in the Panther Skin. In a nutshell, the story in the great poem The Night in the Panther Skin is about the adventures of two knights. The first knight is the hero of the poem. His name is Tariel. He is called also the Knight in the Panther Skin. And the second one is Aftandil, the commander of the Arab armies. And the story can be divided into two parts. The first part is Aftandil's quest for Tariel, the titular the Knight in the Panther Skin. He is called the Knight in the Panther Skin. And the second part is Aftandil's quest for Nestan Darajan, Tariel's love. So, in the first part, search for Tariel, the king of Arabia, Rostevan, has no sons and confers the kingship to his only daughter, the beautiful and wise Tinatin. She has a tender affection for Aftandil, the knight and commander-in-chief of Rostevan's armies. One day, Aftandil challenges King Rostevan to a hunting competition. After 3 days of shooting game, they encounter a knight crying by a river. He is dressed in a panther skin and kills the slaves sent by the king to contact him, then disappears. Rostevan sends parties across the world to search for the mysterious knight, but becomes disheartened when he fails. Tinatin asks Aftandil to find the strange knight in 3 years, promising him her hand in marriage in return. After 2 years and 9 months of searching, Aftandil finds the knight in the panther skin hiding in a cave with only a maiden for company. His name is Tariel. He is the son of King Saridan, who has the 7th kingdom of India. He had served as heir to King Parsedan, king of the other 6 kingdoms of India, for many years before falling in love with Parsedan's daughter, Nestan Darajan. Tariel wages war with the Katavians to earn the favor of Nestan, but is dismayed to learn that she has already been promised to Khwarazmian prince, Khorozem. Tariel couldn't bear the idea of her marriage, and at Nestan's request, he killed the suitor. The princess was placed on a boat and set adrift on the seas. Despite Tariel's lengthy search for his love, he couldn't find her. Later, he met Nuruddin Pridon, ruler of Mulgazanzar, who told him that Nestan was alive but trapped on a distant boat. Tariel retired to a cave to live in the wilderness with Asmat, the former servant and messenger of Nestan. Moved by this story, Oftandil promises his friendship and brotherhood to Tariel and agrees to help him find his love, Nestan Darajan. Oftandil returns home to Arabia and tells Tinatin the story of Tariel. Against King Rostevan's wishes, he returns to his new friend Tariel. So we finished with the first part of the poem, and the second part is the search for the Stan Darajan, Tariel's beloved. In the second part, Oftandil then leaves Tariel to go to the kingdom of Pridon, where he doesn't hear anything new about the Stan. Continuing his quest, he arrives in the city of Kulanshara. He meets Patman, the wife of the chief Hussein, who falls in love with him. Oftandil, sensing she knows the fate of Nestan, succumbs to Patman's seduction. She tells him she has been keeping Nestan at her place, and as Nestan was promised to the king's son, she helped her escape. But in her flight, Nestan was abducted by Kaji, the demon king. Oftandil then returns home to Pridon and to the cave of Tariel, and later all three friends, Tariel, Oftandil and Pridon, decide to go to the country of Kaji with an army of 300 men to find and deliver Nestan. When she is released, all return to Arabia, where King Rostevan forgives Oftandil his flight and breaking the king's order. They all celebrate the marriage of the later Oftandil with the king's only daughter, Tinatin. They then leave for India, where Tariel marries his love Nestan. Pridon also returns to his homeland, and the three friends reign happily with prosperity and generosity in their own respective realms. So we finish with the story of the great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin. In the next step, I will talk about the structure of the poem, or the structure of the syllables in the poem. Actually, the poem consists of 1669 stanzas, and every stanza consists of 4 lines. And every line consists of 16 syllables. And the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Actually, this type of structure is called a shairi, and it is the name of a particular poetic form. It was used by the Georgian poet Shota Rustaveli in the great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin. The shairi, it consists of 4 16 syllable lines. Okay, in each stanza we have 4 lines, and therefore it consists 4 16 syllable lines. It is 16 syllables in each line, with a cajuera between the 8 syllables and the 9 syllables, with a comma between the 8 syllables and the 9 syllable. We have two types of shairi. Two distinct forms of shairi exist. The first type is marali shairi or I shairi, and the second type is dabali shairi or low shairi. And Mustaveli used both types in his poem. So in marali shairi, or I shairi, each line that consists 16 syllables is broken into 4 sections of 4 syllables. So here, this is the line. This line consists of 16 syllables, and it is broken into 4 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each segment consists of 4 syllables, 4, 4, 4, and 4, and with a comma between the 8th syllable and the 9th syllables. Here we have a break. Okay, so this is the marali shairi or I shairi. Again, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and we have a comma between the 8th syllable and the 9th syllable. Okay, so this is the marali shairi or I shairi, and the second type of shairi is dabali shairi, that is low shairi. Each line is broken into 4 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 segments of 5 and 3 syllables. So here we have 5 syllables, here we have 3 syllables, then a comma, and then here we have 5 syllables and 3 syllables. I repeat again that in dabali shairi or low shairi, the 16 syllables in each line are broken to 4 segments, and in the first segment we have 5 syllables, in the second segment we have 3 syllables, then we have a comma. Again, the third segment consists of 5 syllables, and finally the fourth segment consists of 3 syllables. So in the dabali shairi or low shairi, the 16 syllables have the 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Okay. Again, the 16 syllables in the dabali shairi or low shairi are broken into 4 segments of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 in each line. Okay, so in the next step I will present to you an example of dabali shairi and marali shairi. So here we have stanza 791. In stanza 791, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is according to the marali shairi or I shairi. That is to say, the 16 syllables in each line are broken into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So here I read the stanza in the English translation, and then I will read it in the original language, that is the Georgian language. Stanza 791, it is about the aphorism about love. In the first line we have, thou hast read how the apostles write of love, how they speak of it, how they praise it, know thou it, and harmonize thy knowledge. Love exalteth us. This is as it were the tinkling burden of their song. If thou conceive not this, how can I convince ignorant men? Okay, repeat, it is an aphorism about love. I will read the stanza in the Georgian language. In line number 1 we have, ጸግቂት ሀብስ ሲቋሩልሳ ሞቺኩልኒ ራግማር ጸረን ቪትጥቁያን ቪታከበን ጻን ስኖባኒ ሚያፐረን ሲቋሩሊ አግማ ማግለብስ ቪተዥማኒ አማስ ዥገረን ሸናርጀር ኻር ኡስታብለኒ ቃጽኒ ቪትብሳ ሸባጀረን. So in the first line of stanza 791, the first word is ጸግቂት ሀብስ. ጸግቂት ሀብስ. It consists of 4 syllables. Then the second word is siqwarulsa. Siqwarulsa the second word consists of 4 syllables. And then the third word in line number 1 is motsikulni. Motsikulni, it consists of 4 syllables. And finally the last 2 words, ragwar, consists of 2 syllables. Tseren, it consists of 2 syllables. Okay, so the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And then we have in the second line, wit it ruyan. Wit is 1 syllable, it ruyan is 3 syllables, so in total it is 4 syllables. Then we have wita keben. Wit is 1 syllable, and akeben is 3 syllables, so in total it is 4 syllables. Then we have tsan snobani. Tsan is 1 syllable and snobani is 3 syllables, so in total it is 4 syllables. And finally the last word is miaperen. Miaperen consists of 4 syllables. And then we have line number 3, siqwaruli. Siqwaruli. Siqwaruli consists of 4 syllables. Agwa maglebs. Agwa maglebs consists of 4 syllables. So it is 4 plus 4. Then we have wit akeben. Wit ejwani. Wit is 1 syllable and ejwani is 3 syllables, so in total it is 4 syllables. And finally we have amas zreren. Amas consists of 2 syllables and zreren consists also of 2 syllables. So in total the 2 words consist of 4 syllables. Again, the third line of stanza 791, the 16 syllables. are divided to 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And finally, the fourth line, we have here Shen Al Jerhar. We have here 4 words. Each word consists of 1 syllable. Therefore, in total, it is 4 syllables. So all those 4 words, they are considered as one unit. And therefore, here the first segment consists of 4 syllables. Then we have the fifth word is Ustavlelni, consists of 4 syllables. Ustavlelni consists of 4 syllables. Then we have 2 words, Katsni Vitza. Katsni consists of 2 syllables, and Vitza consists of 2 syllables. So the two words consist of 4 syllables. And finally, the last word of line number 4 of stanza 791 is She-wa-jeren. She-wa-jeren consists of 4 syllables. So again, line number 4 is broken into 4 segments. Each segment consists of 4 syllables. So it is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And so this is an example of Magali Shairi, I Shairi. I repeat again, in I Shairi, each line of the 16 syllables is broken into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay? The next step I will present to you an example of low shairi or the Bali shairi. In the Bali shairi, the segments are also broken to 4. The line is broken to 4 segments, and each segment consists of 4 syllables. Each segment consists of, it is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Repeat again. Each line that consists of 16 syllables is broken into 4 segments, and the first segment consists of 5 syllables, then the second segment consists of 3 syllables, the third segment consists of 5 syllables, and the fourth segment consists of 3 syllables. Again, so in the Bali shairi or low shairi, the 16 syllables are divided to 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. And so I will read the standard number 802 in the translation to English, and then I will read it in the original language, the Georgian language. Actually, stanza 802, it is the things that Aftandil tells King Gostevan before the journey to Toriel. He tells him that if something will happen to him during the journey to Toriel, to India, then he asks King Gostevan to have a pity on him and mention him, mourn him, and mention him in a good manner. Okay, so it is actually quoting of the things that Aftandil tells to King Gostevan before the journey to Tariel. Okay, so the stanza in English is, if fate the destroyer of all destroy me, an orphan I shall die, traveling unmourned by parent, nor will those who brought me up, nor the friend whom I trust enshroud me, then indeed will your merciful tender heart have pity on me. Okay, now I'll read the stanza in the Georgian language. Tusat ut Roman damam chos, ovelta damam chobelman, Haribi mokde haribat, verdami tiros shobelman, veral shemsudron dasgdilta daversa misan dobelman, mun shemitz alos kwenman gulman motzale mlobelman. So in the first line of stanza 802, the first two words is tu, satsut, roman. Tu consists of one syllable, and satsut, roman consists of 4 syllables. So in total, tu satsut, roman consists of 5 syllables. And we see those two words as one unit. So the 16 syllables in line number 1, in the first segment we have 5 syllables, then the next word is da mamchos. Da mamchos consists of 3 syllables. So it is 5 plus 3. Then we have the word ovelta. Ovelta consists of 3 syllables. Damam. Damam consists of 2 syllables. In total, it consists of 5 syllables. And finally, we have obelman. Obelman consists of 3 syllables. So line number 1 is broken to 4 segments of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Then in the second line we have Raribi Mokde. Raribi consists of 3 syllables. Mokde consists of 2 syllables. And so in total the two words consist of 5 syllables. Then the next word is Ra-ribat. Ra-ribat consists of 3 syllables. And then we have Ver namitiros. Ver consists of 1 syllable, and damitiros consists of 4 syllables. In total it is 5 syllables. And finally we have the word shobelman. It consists of 3 syllables. Shobelman is 3 syllables. So again, the second line of stanza 802 is broken into 4 segments. So 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Okay, and then we have in line 3 Verar Shemsudron. Verar consists of 2 syllables. Shemsudron consists of 3 syllables. So in total the 2 words consist of 5 syllables. The 5 syllables are 1 unit. Then we have the word das dilta. Das dilta consists of 3 syllables, so it is 5 plus 3. Then we have the vowel the versa misand. Da consists of one syllable, versa consists of two syllables, and misand consists of two syllables. In total, it is 1 plus 2 plus 2, that is 5 syllables. And finally, we have O Bellman. O Bellman consists of 3 syllables. Again, the third line of stanza 802 is broken into 4 segments of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. And finally, we have line number 4. Mun shemitzalosh. Mun is 1 syllable. Shemitzalosh consists of 4 syllables. So in total, the 2 words consist of 5 syllables, and those 5 syllables are 1 unit. Then we have the word Quen wa me. Quen man we consists of 3 syllables, so it is 5 plus 3. Gulman Mochale Gulman consists of 2 syllables, and Mochale consists of 3 syllables, so in total it is 5 syllables. And finally, we have O Bellman consists of 3 syllables, so in the 4th line of stanza 802, the line is broken to 4 segments, so 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Okay? And then we actually also have the concept of slow pace and fast pace. Fast pace is when things that happened during a long period of time is mentioned in one stanza, then the pace of the story is fast. Okay, when in one stanza you have things that happened during a long period of time, then the pace of that stanza is fast. Okay, and what is slow pace? When the poet quoting the things of someone, then it happened at a certain minute, so the pace of the story is slow. Okay, here, for example, in stanza 802, it is a quoting of the things of Aftandil, the things that Aftandil, there is a quoting of the things of Aftandil that tells to King Ostevan, and therefore this thing happened in a certain moment, and therefore the pace of stanza 802 is slow. Okay, and therefore it is in the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. So here when the pace of the story is fast, like in stanza 791, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So I've already mentioned the line of the 16 syllables is broken into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. This is when the pace of the story is fast, like in stanza 791, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. So here the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word. Here we have Eren, 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 Eren. Eren also, of course, consists of 2 syllables, and here the rhyming is on 2 syllables. Eren, 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 and the men. Okay, and the structure of the syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables. Eren, Eren, and Eren, Eren. Whereas when the pace of the story is slow, like in stanza 802, it quotes the things that Avtandil tells to King Rosteban before he goes to the journey to Tariel. So it is slow pace. Then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. So I already showed to you here. And the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. The rhyming is on 3 syllables, and the 3 syllables are O Bel Man. Here we have O Bel Man. In the second line we have O Bel Man. In the third line O Bel Man. In the fourth line O Bel Man. Okay, so here when the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word in line. Here you can see that the last word is finished, it ends with O Belman. The last word here, that is Shobelman, ends with O Belman. Here the last word is Misandobelman, so it ends with O Belman. So the rhyming is on 3 syllables. And finally, the last word in line number 4 is Mot'ale Mlo Belman. So the last word ends with O Belman, so the rhyming is on 3 syllables. O Belman. I'll repeat again, when the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, so I already showed you here. And the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. Here the rhyming is on the syllables O Belman, O Belman, O Belman, and O Belman. So the rhyming is on 3 syllables when the pace of the story is slow. While when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. As I already showed you in stanza 791, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word in each line. The last word in line number 1 of stanza 791 is ren, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables, ren. Then the last word of the second line is mia peren, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables, that is ren. Then in the third line we have the last word in the third line of stanza 791 is ren. So the rhyming is on 2 syllables, that is ren. And finally, the last word of line number 4 of stanza 791 is sheva jeren. Sheva jeren, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables, that is ren. So I repeat again that when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, like in stanza 791, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. And the 2 syllables here is ren, 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 and ren. Okay, while if the if the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, like in stanza 802, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word in line. And the 3 syllables in stanza 802 is Obelman, Obelman, and Obelman. Okay? And the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. Repeat again, the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. For example, here, the last word of stanza 802 of line number 1, the last word is da mam chobelman, and it repeats on Obelman, and Obelman consists of 7 letters. In the second line, the last word is Shobelman, so it repeats on Obelman, that consists of 7 letters, as I already mentioned. In the third line, we have the last word in line number 3 is Misan Dobelman, so it repeats on Obelman. And finally, the last word of the 4th line of stanza 802 is Motralem Lobelman, and again it repeats on the last 7 letters, that is Obelman. Obelman consists of 7 letters. So in stanza 802, the poet repeats on the last 7 letters of the last word in each line. And the 7 letters are Obelman. Obelman consists of 7 letters. So the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. So in stanza 802, it repeats on 7 letters of the last word at line. While in stanza 791, the poet repeats on the last 4 letters of the last word. Here in the first line, stanza 791, the last word is tseren, and he repeats on eren, 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 and eren. Eren consists of 4 letters. So in stanza 791, the poet repeats on the last 4 letters of the last word in each line. For example, the last word of the second line is mia peren, so the repetition is on eren, that is 4 letters. In the line number 3, we have jreren, the last word is jreren, and repeats on the last 4 letters, that is eren. And finally, the last word of the 4th line is sheva jeren. Sheva jeren, so the repetition is on eren, that consists of 4 letters. So in stanza 791, the repetition is on 4 letters of the last word at line. In stanza 802, the repetition is on 7 letters of the last word of the line. And here we have another example of line of stanza number 2. So I will read. Actually, in stanza number 2, it is the introduction to the poem. In the introduction, the poet actually praises God that created the universe and asks from God to forgive him his sins. So I will read the translation to English, then I will read the stanza in the original language, that is the Georgian language. So, in the first line we have, O one God, thou didst create the face of every form, shield me, give me mastery to trample on Satan, give me the longing of lovers lasting even unto death, lightening of the burden of sins I must bear thither with me. Okay, that is the English translation. Now I will read the original text of stanza number 2 in the Georgian language. So, merto erto, shen shekmen sacher oblisa tanisa, shen damipare, dleva metz dat gunvad mesatanisa, momets mijurta survili, sikdidme, gasatanisa, sodvata shesubukeba, muntana, asatanisa. Okay, I'll repeat again. The poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. So, in the last word in the first line is Tanisa. The word Tanisa consists of 6 letters. Actually, he repeats on all the 6 letters of the last word, that is Tanisa. Then, in the last word of the second line is Satanisa. Okay, Satanisa. Satanisa is actually the Satan. This word consists of 8 letters, and the repetition is on the last 6 letters, that is Tanisa. So here we have Tanisa and Tanisa. Then the last word of the third line is Gasatanisa. That is to say, the last word consists of 10 letters, and the repetition is on the last 6 letters, that is Tanisa. So here we have Tanisa, Tanisa, and Tanisa. And finally, the last word of line number 4 is Tsasatanisa. Tsasatanisa consists of 10 letters, and the repetition is on the last 6 letters of this last word, that is to say, Tanisa. So, in stanza number 2, the repetition is on the last 6 letters. The repetition is on 6 letters. Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. Okay? So, actually, I will summarize the structure of this great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin. The poem consists of 169 stanzas, and each stanza consists of 3 lines. Each stanza consists of 4 lines, of course, and every line consists of 16 syllables, of course, and the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. When we are talking about Marali Shairi, Ai Shairi, the structure of the 16 syllables is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. This is when the pace of the story is fast, and when the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Okay? Again, what is fast pace? Fast pace is when things that happened during a long period of time is mentioned in the stanza, then the pace of the stanza is fast, and therefore the structure of the 16 syllables will be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And what is slow pace? Slow pace is slow pace is when the poet quoting the things of someone, like in stanza 802, the poet quotes the things that Aftandil tells to King Ostevan. Quoting things is something that happened at a certain minute, and therefore the pace of the story is slow. Then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. So again, when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line, whereas when the pace of the story is slow, like when you quoting someone, then the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. And finally, the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. As I mentioned here, in stanza number 2, the repetition is on 6 letters of the last word in each line, that is Tanisa. In stanza 791, the repetition is on 4 letters of the last word at line, that is Eren. And finally, in stanza number 802, the repetition is on 7 letters of the last word at line, that is Obelman. Obelman consists of 7 letters. Okay, so all the 5 things here are at this poem, the great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin, and you can understand that to put all the 5 things in one poem, you must be super genius in order to do it, and therefore this poem is considered a genius poem, a masterpiece, because it is impossible almost impossible to put all the 5 things in one poem, but as you can see, the great poet Shota Stovelli succeeded to put all these 5 things in one poem, and we can enjoy from this poem because of the great poet Shota Stovelli. Okay, thank you very much.